Hi everyone, my name is Anna Smith and I am a UVU Public Relations student and I will be graduating next semester in May of 2017. So the first question is, why did you choose to attend UVU? So there are a few big reasons why I chose to attend UVU. The first is that it's close to where I live and I wanted to stay around the area. So I'm just from Provo and I really wanted to be able to stay close to all my family and friends. So UVU isn't too far away, so choosing a university that was close by was really important to me. Um, Another big reason why I chose UVU is because of the really reasonable and affordable tuition costs. Before I was really set on UVU, I had researched a lot of different other universities and colleges in and out of the state, and none of the tuition costs even came close to UVU. So that was a big thing. I didn't want to leave college with an excessive amount of debt and student loans that I had to worry about paying off. And then the last reason is more hands-on experience. So I have a couple good friends who had gone to other colleges and universities prior to attending UVU, and they all agreed that at UVU they were much more hands-on. All of their learning didn't come from reading out of a textbook and being lectured in class. It was more hands-on. You were more involved, and that was really important to me. So the next question is, why did you choose to study public relations? So the first reason is it was an extremely diverse program. You can kind of do anything and everything with it. Before declaring my major in public relations, I had chosen several other different majors, and I just wasn't happy with them. And even after declaring my major in communications, I hadn't exactly pinpointed what I wanted to do when I graduated. So I felt like this degree and emphasis gave me a lot of different options and avenues that I could explore. And also, since it is so versatile, you have more job options, you have more job opportunities available to you, which is awesome. So the next question, how did your understanding of public relations change or develop during your studies at UVU? So before starting in communication, I wasn't exactly sure all that it involved, all that it entailed. All I really knew was that it was diverse, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something that I had different options and avenues with. So after taking the different required communication classes, I was better able to understand all that public relations involved. I learned that they do social media, crisis communication, press releases, biographies, campaign plans, all of that. So I got a better understanding of exactly all that public relations involved, which was awesome and obviously important to learn about. The next question is, how would you describe your education as a PR student? And I honestly have no complaints. I think it's been nothing but wonderful studying public relations. You're required to take a variety of classes, which is great. I feel like all of the classes that I was required to take were very beneficial. When I got out in the real world and started at my internship, I feel like all of the classes in one way or another came into play, and I was a little more aware of what I needed to do because of the various classes I had taken while studying public relations. And also, I really like that that an internship is something that is required. The 2 internships I did were some of the most beneficial things I did while at UVU. It was just nice to be able to network a little bit, to be more hands-on, and to use the knowledge you had learned in school and put it to the test. And so that was a great experience for me. The next question is, what was your greatest accomplishment as a UVU student? So as I just mentioned, my 2 internships, they were great experiences. I learned a lot while doing those, and it was nice to be able to actually put some of the things you had studied and learned about to the test and get to use the things you had been learning. So that was a really, really good experience for me. I like that that's something that is required of you, and it's just nice to be able to get real world experience under your belt before even before even graduating. So that is a huge advantage. So I love that. What are your recommendations to students just starting to study PR? My biggest recommendation would be network. The more people you know, the better. Get to know your professors, the students around you, build relationships with them, work with them, stay in contact with them. I feel like the more people you know coming out of your college degree, the better off you are, because you really never do know when those relationships could be beneficial to you later on down the road. So network, get to know people. That's probably the biggest thing. Also, another thing I would add is take advantage of the clubs. There are lots of good clubs, especially one of my favorites, communication-related club, was UVU PRSSA. That's a great way to network and get to know people and get to get more experience under your belt. So I definitely get involved in the different programs, go on the trips, go on the excursions, just get involved, get to know people. So those are probably some of my best tips to recommend newcomers. And then the last question, what do you plan to do with your degree after you graduate? So I plan after I graduate to get a full-time job, preferably something communication and public relations related. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And then also, now that I'm nearing the end of my college experience, I've thought a little bit more about continuing my education and going on to get my master's degree. So that's something I'm kind of researching still a little bit more, but I would love to go on and get my master's degree in something communication related. So that's kind of what I plan to do after I graduate.